You know what's important for every good leader? Somebody who has lived through all stages of life, pretty much. I think somebody who is experienced in going through the ups and downs makes a good leader, because they can relate to far more people than somebody who has just read by the book, and genuinely relate to far more people. Like I said in the last video, good versus great. You can be a good comedian, but you need to have the human skill to be a great comedian. You know what comedians have that are similar to leaders? Comedians relate. That's why people laugh, is because good comedians choose their jokes based on what the majority of people live through. So comedians are no different than good leaders. It's just the art form that they chose to embark on, right? Leaders, you can start a business, and so can comedians. Comedians can start a business. My point is, the National Renewal Party has a 5-year plan right now. And the first year of this plan is elaborate. And it can be summarized by this saying: it is leading controlled discomfort so that the stationary state is never. So what that means is that the National Renewal Party will illegalize all vice material. So make alcohol illegal, drugs illegal, pornography illegal, gambling illegal, because those are not areas of an economy that bring any other value than the nominal value. So you can have politicians saying, oh, alcohol's great, it's great for the GDP, gambling's great, it's great for the GDP, so on and so forth. Maybe drugs is that's where they went a bit too over the line. But with this being said, that is simply not a sustainable economy. Everybody's talking about sustainability. Well, because the earth is very important, we want to keep this for as many generations as we can. But before we look at the earth, let's look at the people who are supposed to maintain this earth, to have a clear consciousness of how to do that first, before we worry about how we do that. Because as any contemporary problem that can be solved, but any contemporary problem, it must need the clearest set of consciousness in order to be tackled efficiently and with great results. So I digress. That was a long-winded way of saying that alcohol, drugs, porn, they contribute nothing to the overall satisfaction and the end result of what we want to make this earth. And I'm talking directly to those that are in university or have just graduated and are peers of mine or are neighboring generations to me. This is what's important. We figure out the human first, then we can go on to tackle bigger things. But it's very ironic that right now we're trying to tackle bigger things and our economy flourishes off gambling, drugs, alcohol, meaningless relationships. majority speaking. You look at my generation. So with that being said, the NRP, that's one of our first objectives that we will tackle once we get into office, among many others. Because the reality is, with all due respect, right, elders have a lot of wisdom. However, our elders in positions of authority and power, unfortunately, have taught us that their actions are clear indications of their intentions. Doug Ford, I'm calling you out. Just to name one. So, as a generation, we don't need to wait until we're their age to start to do something. We can do something now. So, if you have any bit of passion to tackle these issues, you can trust me. You can trust the NRP, the National Renewal Party, and actions speak louder than words. So there's really nothing more for me to say, but you get the idea. Thank you very much.